What's going on, everybody? And in this week's lesson, we are going to check out how to play Tool's Parabola. Now, I made this video a couple of years ago, but I decided to remake it because I did it on a 7-string. I usually happen to play it live on a 7-string because I didn't have a second guitar to kind of drop the tuning, but that's neither here nor there. We're doing it again on a 6-string in the proper tuning, so let's check it out. All right, speaking of the tuning, the low 6th string is B, and your 5th string is now E. So we're removing your A string and it's now B, E, and then D, G, B, E. Standard all the way rest, okay? So that's the first thing we have to do. If anybody wants the tabs that are going across the screen, you can get those in the link below, all right? So the song starts off with this riff. All right, you do that 4 times. So this riff is gonna start out, open 5th string, open 4th string, hammer on the 2, and then we're gonna bend that up, a little flick, kind of half-step bend back down. And then you're gonna come down to the 5th string, 3, 0, and then to the low string, 3, okay? And I've seen this tabbed out just like this. And that's not really right. We gotta add in a little more rhythm, some kind of ghost notes, kind of moving down, right? So I kind of hit that 2nd fret on the 4th string again, and then 3, 0, and hit the open string again. And then I hit that same thing, and I pull off to open. Kind of fills in the rhythm of what's going on. And if you watch Jones play it live, his right hand's moving a little bit, so I doubt it's just that single note. All right, so then we're gonna jump right into that first solo, little melody, quite simple. We're gonna be on the 4th string, your D string, 12 to 14. Right, and then I like to jump up to the G string, 14, 16, you repeat the same thing. Right, I think Jones plays it all on 1 string. Experiment with tone, I'm not a big fan of that. I like moving up to the G string. And you go back to the D string, do it again, and you just repeat those 2 things twice, and then you end up pulling on the 14, the last note. Like that, and maybe a baby pick scrape to get into the verse. So when the verse starts, we have about 4 measures of silence, and then we have dead notes on the downbeats. Like that. And then you're gonna put some 16th notes, and that gets us to the next riff. So after those dead notes, we get right into the next section, and they're all power chords. Okay, so we're gonna be on the low string 8 to 10, sliding up all the way to 17, down the 15. That's the first phrase. Then we're gonna repeat that again, but go down the 5, 3. Repeat the first one. And then we put that ending on it. So it starts out the same, 8, 10, but then you're gonna go 1, 8, 3. Right, so real quick, that whole section. After that, we're gonna go right back to the main riff for a bunch of times. I don't need to go over it again, but if you need to hear it. We're gonna do one of those things. We're 3, 5, 3, 5, 3. Then we have that little segue riff, right? I like to do hammer on the 3, 0, 3. 2 more hits. Pick out the power chord shape, 5, 3, 0. And then that power chord shape here. Hammer on, open the 2, 2 to 4. That. So when you end it there, come to the 5th fret. Pause. Now you have a big power chord riff. Right before the main solo. And again, all in the low string, all power chords. 3, 5, 6, 5. 8. 8, 5, 3. And then the end there, hit it a couple times, and then pull off to that open B. And then we move into the solo, right? And it mimics the idea from the intro and then expands on it. So it starts out the same. All that's the same, and then you have this little fill on the B string, 15, 14, 14 on the G string, back up to 14, 15 on the B string. And those last two are quick. Then we move into the next part of the solo, which is, so it's open G, 11, 12, 15, 14 on the B, 12, bend up to 14, back down. Then I like to grab 10 on the B string and hit it twice and bend up and down. Right there, and then it's 12, 11, 12, 9. Bend the 9 a whole step, bring it back down, right? So that. Cool. And then we have very simple idea, 9 on the D string, 9, 11, 12 on the G, 12, 11 on the D. You do that twice, but you're gonna wanna add with the right hand, you're gonna wanna add some pinch harmonic. And then we can end at 12, 12, 11, 7, 7. After we get out of that solo, we go back to the main riff, and it's a repeat of the section before, right? So we have the main riff, and then the... Except this time, we're not gonna stop that chord, we're gonna let it ring out. Bass line kicks in, right? And then we have those hits, and it's 12, 5. And then we get this really cool muted slide riff, and that goes. 5, 3, 10, 8, 3, right? You go through that, I think 4 times, and then you open it up, release the palm mute, and then start adding a little dead note and strumming. Follows the same shape, still 5, 3, 10, 8, 3. Still the same thing, you're just adding a little strumming and dead note. Like that. And then it moves into a single note groove kind of riff. That riff. Really cool riff, nice single note groove, pretty simple. I like to go all on the 5th string, 0-3-5, open 4, down the 3, and then open 5, 3 on the low string, 3 on the 5th string. Like that. And then end 0-3 right there. Then you kind of get up there in 12th, 10 and 12th position and mimic the same rhythm, but you're playing 12 on the 12, 10, and then 10 on the 5th string. And then you throw a little O10 in there as well. And then that's gonna bring us down into a cool variation of the intro riff. That. So again, it's a variation of the main riff. 2-0 on the 4th string, 3-2-0 on the 5th string, and then 3-3-3 on the low string. Repeat that, and put in a little fragment from the single note groove riff, right? 0-3-5. And then you do the first one again. Up to 5 here. Then you have this cool hammer-on segue riff, and we're gonna go 3-5 on the low string, 5-7 on the 5th string, and then 10-12 on the 5th string. Like that. And then you have that little hammer-on riff, which is nice, right? So it's 3-5, and then 4 dead notes and hammer-on 5-7. 2 dead notes, 10-12-10. Down up. Right? And then the end of it, you just go through it and adding the open 5th string. Right? 3-5, 0-5-7, 0-10-12, 0-5-7, back to 3. Cool? And then you have this kind of dead note percussive riff, and I like to go 5-3, and then dead notes, 3-5, then dead notes. Then we move to the outro riff, right? So you're going 3-5, and then 5-3. Right? And then we're gonna end it 0-3-5, and then 3 on the low string, 3-5 on the 4th string. Like that. Oh, sorry. And then 3-5, 3-5. Outro riff, right? Just kind of slide up, hold that 3, up to 5, and we go. Really heavy, really taking advantage of that low B, right? So it's low strings, open and open, hammer on the 2. Now, I like to just pick or hammer on that 5th string and let the low string ring out. And then give me 2 bends on that 2nd fret. Open 5th string, 2. And I like to separate them a little bit, not just play them together. Kind of do that bonk, bonk, bonk. Power chord on the low string, back to the. And then you rinse and repeat that riff. And then when you finally end, you end on the 5th string open, roll back your volume, and mimic what you were doing in Parabola, the track before it, where it just on the 5th string, open 5, hammer on the 2 on the 4th string. Repeat that. Now that moment of the song is super quiet, and then you have this little trail ending there. And I go 9, all on the D string, 9, hammer on pull off 7, 9, 7, 5, 4, 5, 4, 0, and then harmonic on the E or the 12th fret of the 5th string, and then harmonics 12, 12, 12. And there you go. Parabola, however you want to pronounce it. 6th string, down in the description below, you can find the tabs. I hope that helps everybody. And as always, let me know what you come up with. Until then, I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.